West Brom getting their first victory last week against Tottenham. Burnley still looking for their first win of the new season. The same 11 compete for West Brom as it was from the victory against Tottenham last Sunday. Berahino and Sexton lead the line up front with a midfield forward Dorrans, Gardner, Morrison and Brunt. As for Sean Dyche, 3 changes for them today. Former West Brom man Stephen Reid comes in the midfield alongside Scott Arfield, and also on the wings Kitely and Wallace make their first start of the season. Lucas Jutkiewicz is up front. Burnley aside full of injury worries, 3 of the key midfielders out, namely Marnie, Jones and Taylor, and the big strike force were 47 goals between them last season, Vokes and Ings. So this will be a tough test now, but here's Kitely, the former Wolves man, and Boyd takes over now, gets towards the byline, and they appeal for a penalty and referee Moss says no. Well, 3,000 Clarets think that was a handball, and I think they've got every reason to think so. So a corner kick now to Burnley. There comes the ball in there, big with a header. Touch back there towards Kitely with the shot, and into the standing goals for a goal kick. Well, it would have been an irony if a former Wolverhampton player had scored at the home folks this afternoon. Tremendous carnival atmosphere inside the ground. No foul there, surprisingly given against West Brom, and they've been allowed to play on. And here they come again now, West Brom, 20 numbers forward, and the shot got a deflection, comes to Brunt, and he deflected off Duff, and almost an own goal by Mike Duff. Almost wrong footing Tom Eaton in the goals, and the Clarets survive. Approaching 18 and a half minutes of the game gone, coming up towards very quickly the 20-minute mark. This is Berahino. Good control by Berahino across the face, and Tom Eaton just about had that one covered. Right through the legs of Jason Shackle, but the goalkeeper had no fears about not covering that one. And they just haven't really got into gear at the moment. Often that penalty shout, which you could argue could have been given. They've had to rise above that now and just get on with it. Corner from the far side this time, and well, Burnley got away with it rather so. Here's Gardner. Gardner's shot. Oh, and that was an awkward one then for Tom Eaton. And Mike Duff and Eaton again almost getting in each other's way. And I'm sorry to say this, but the Clarets here defensively are really leaving a charm life now. Going up towards half an hour gone. West Brom certainly the team with the more greater threat attacking wise, and they're going forward again. Certainly their radar is on more alert than as Pugliani gets the cross in, and a turn away by the captain Shackle for a corner. Well, now West Brom really asking some tough questions to this Burnley defence. Greg Dawson, and man that Burnley tried to sign, he's up from the back. That's the corner in, and it's there by Dawson. And West Brom do take the lead this time. It's just taken them shy of half an hour, and Craig Dawson makes it 1-0. Zonal marking. The Burnley defence went to sleep. There may have been a fistful of shirt by Dawson on Shackle there, but I don't think it was going to make much difference, to be perfectly honest. No Burnley fans, but no Burnley players rather contested the decision, and West Brom deservedly now are in front. Well, Burnley have just got to get their wits about them and start playing with a bit more gusto, but they're not. And this could be trouble again. And, well, that should have been goal number 2 there. Berahino was clean through. Now, he unexpectedly must have gone out of his stride. He tried to, well, actually, Mike Duff got back there. Credit him for that. Again, good play from West Brom. The Clarets here being torn apart. And the ball in, and this time Mee can get this one away. Heading towards we're inside the last 4 minutes of the first half. If Burnley can get in at half time at 1 goal, 0 down, they've got a chance. Oh, and he tipped it, and that was just over the top there. Well, Chris Brunt with a superb strike, just over the top. Burnley need to create something and fast now. They haven't scored since that brilliant Scott Arfield goal on opening night against Chelsea. And it's a concern as West Brom come charging forward, and Tom Heaton having to tip the long range shot over from Graham Dorrans, who, as we all know, has got a terrific long range shot on him. Struck it beautifully with the right foot. Just to look at the way it curls there, and Heaton having to be on guard there to turn that away. Corner kick, Morrison is going to take it. That's the corner for Morrison, and a goal at the back post, and again poor marking from the Clarets, and Berahino's the man who claims it. 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion. There was the first header, and nodded in for the second one. Berahino on the line. George Boyd will have to take the blame for that. Poor defending. 5 minutes into the second half, and Burnley now have had to change to a 4-4-2. They brought on Nathaniel Shalabar for the second half, but this could be trouble. Berahino was through, good effort, just wide of the post. Well, West Brom are having their fair share of the play. Craig Gardner, the latest, with the opportunity. Got a deflection of Shackle, I think. There's pressure now from West Bromwich Albion. They're cutting the Clarets to shreds, I'm ashamed to say at the moment. It's an embarrassment if you're a Claret at the moment. This is not a Sean Dyche type of performance. He'll be furious if... And this could be another one. Oh, good defending that time. Still not away yet, and it's been bloomed over. And Burnley here, not clear, accused maybe of not clearing the lines. Ben Mee, actually that was a great block, to be fair to Ben Mee. Came back out. Well, you can't accuse Burnley of not trying. Just haven't shown any ascendancy, and the lack of squad depth is there for all to see. And if Burnley now are to lose this heavily, there'll be a lot of supporters, and there's 2,500 there today in the Midlands. They'll be saying, why didn't the ball back Sean Dyche enough? Here's Berahino, he's onside, that's 3. Game over with 10 minutes of the second half gone. There's no way the Clarets can surely come back from this now. That was a cool finish by Berahino. No doubt at all about that one. Broke the offside trap. Tom Heaton had no chance at all. It was coolly into the corner, and Burnley's bad afternoon in the Midlands is getting worse in about a minute. And the only thing the Clarets can really salvage out of this now is a couple of goals maybe and a bit of pride. And Jutkiewicz, that's a better ball into the penalty area, and Jutkiewic's header should have been in, but for a fine save by Ben Foster. Well, for 65 minutes of this game, he's had precious little to do, but when he's been called upon, and I suppose that's a sign of a great keeper, he's made the save accordingly. Sean Dyche asking for more effort, but you would feel now that it's in a lost cause for the Clarets now. If they could get a goal or two on the board, it would it would give them a little bit of renewed confidence. We're going to bring on Sordell in a bit as well, and that's another good effort, and that was Marvin Sordell just on. And with Irvine, he can have the feet up and the cigar lighted up now. His side in complete command. But here comes Sordell. Oh, he should have took it further. Still might come for Ashley Barnes, the other sub. And he missed it again. Blazed it over. And it's fair to say Burnley could have easily had 3 goals today. West Brom have not even had to break out of second gear today. 76 minutes gone. Here's Morrison. Just so easy. Wisdom. Oh, here's Dorrans. Still Dorrans. 3. Wait in the centre. Still Graham Dorrans. He might go alone here. Still Dorrans. Oh, he made a chance for himself there. Great run there from Dorrans, you've got to say. But again, the Clarets defending non-existent. Ben May just let him pass. He was like waving the red flag. Something's got to give now. Burnley, the longer this goal drought goes on for, the worse it's going to get. That's the cross from Boyd, but turned away. In the feature of this game, they are missing Vokes and Ings, there's no doubt about it. And there's another chance. Boyd, he's hit his own man. It just will not go in for the Clarets today. And then Foster takes the second effort from Kitely. Well, when your luck is out, it invariably is out. Arfield holding it back, and Kitely not really testing Foster enough. Last minute of the game. The points safely banked now for West Bromwich Albion, whose season is well and truly up and running now. Ball back for Dorrans, that's 4. And Burnley can have no complaints at all about this scoreline. They have been terrible. Sean Dyche knows it as well. We know it, the Clarets know it, everybody knows it. They haven't been at the races at all. West Brom have been the better side. They haven't had to break out of second gear to get the result today. And what a shambles for the Clarets, who have got to perform much better than this if they're going to have any desire to staying up. And it could get even worse for them now. And the ball back in comes out to the bowler who crossed it in, but Shackle knocked it away. Well, this, I've got to say, is such a disappointment for Burnley Football Club. West Brom and Alan Irvine, the victors, and deservedly so by 4-0. But Burnley, what a shambles, and it just shows when they miss their big names, the lack of depth in their squad is there for all to see. Why don't the board take heed of that and back the manager with more money? West Brom win deservedly by 4-0.
Sean, how do you assess that today?
Well, I assess it as a good performance there and a really poor one from us. It's the first time we've looked unsure of ourselves from the off. We had a little spell of it at Swansea away earlier in the season, then delivered a very good second half. But today we looked unsure from the beginning. Maybe the changes affected that. Our midfield have been a big part of what we've achieved, and obviously 2 key players missing. But that's why you have a squad, you know, and it's important. I said to the players, you've got to come in and deliver it with that meaning and purpose, and I thought that was lacking today.
Is that a little puzzling from a managerial point of view, given the way how tight you've been the last 3 games?
No, it can happen. You know, we're in the Premier League. This is not, with all due respect, the Championship. You know, you don't get hurt as much in the Championship if you have an off day. Today we were nowhere near it. But credit to West Brom, they were by far the better team. Their experienced players played well. Their rotation in midfield caused us trouble in the first half. We never got to grips with it. We chased it at half time. We knew the next goal would be important. But it was after that, there's no way back.
How much of a killer was the timing of the second goal, just as you're going to prepare your words at half time?
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 awful goals. You know, we'd kept them at bay with it, with kind of hanging on in there, not playing great by any means. The shape was okay, but we were wandering through the midfield, following their movement around rather than staying nice and solid. And you want to get to half time because you think you can affect it, and 2-0 down, it's very difficult from then on in, and the next goal's massive, and they scored a good goal from their point of view, and all for one from us.
How important is it for the group not to get too affected by this, because you're going to get setbacks in the Premier League season, aren't you?
Yeah, I think there's a reality to it. We see it every week, mad results, and the biggest learning curve is you can't turn up in the Premier League and not be right on top of your performance. We know that. We're not a strong enough group in this division. We haven't got an experience level in this division. We're growing into it. But it's important that we turn up absolutely ready to perform. And I thought today there was no sign from that even early doors. You know, we just didn't look right when we entered the game today. But I must say, credit to West Brom. I thought they were by far the better team and totally deserved by them.
People will point to 1 goal in 6 games. I mean, Danny Ings, Vokes, are they any closer to try and help you in that sense?
Well, it's just the reality of it. You know, there's no... When someone asked me about the concerns, I said, what's the point of being concerned? It's a reality. We've got to grip hold of the reality. We work on the training ground, we work with the players, we work their mentality, and that freedom to score a goal, we've got to make sure it happens.